So you're basically telling the non-Muslims who are hearing, your Quran is a book of confusion because no one knows what it means. So instead of guiding me, it's confusing me. And this is what Allah wants me to follow, something that confuses me?
This is semantics. You know, I mean, you're getting too deep.
I'm getting too deep because I'm taking the words for what they say?
Bro, this wasn't a debate. This was a slow roast with theological seasoning. Sam Shamoun didn't just ask questions. He opened the Quran like a cookbook and said, "Today we're making grilled metaphors with a side of contradiction. Welcome to the cooking session of the century." Let's roll the clip.
Now, when you say he's exalted, do you believe he's above the throne or is he on the throne? Is he on the arsh or is he above the arsh? Is he on the kursi or above the kursi? Is he on it or above it? Well, I don't know what you believe.
Okay, so this is
No, because you said he's exalted.
Which verse are you talking about now?
There's chapter 7 of the Quran, verse 54. Chapter 7, verse 54.
Chapter 7, verse 54.
Yeah, because I have a question about that. Where Allah is? You said because he said he's exalted.
It's a metaphorical.
Okay,
thing.
well, some think it's actual throne, but I just want to know: do you think he's on it, above it? What does that mean?
No, because I heard many scholars say that like there's no such he's not sitting. There's no he's sitting on a no, that's not the case.
To some scholars that you follow, that maybe Ash'ari and Maturidi.
No, I think the consensus amongst the mainstream Muslim scholars are saying.
I can quote to you the Salafi, the ones who follow the Salaf Salih. They say he's above the throne in a manner suiting his majesty, and we don't try to.
When you say the throne, it's like metaphorical as the earth is like. It's like he's above the earth. He's like above everything in the world. He created it. It doesn't mean that there's like an actual chair that he's sitting in.
Okay.
As you Christians,
all right. Well, I have a problem though.
CP, you don't know how many times I've heard CP come to this, and it's just ridiculous.
Jihad, my friend. If you're telling me it's a metaphor, then in chapter 69, verse 17, it says 8 angels.
But you just said chapter 7, so I was
hold
going
on,
to
dude.
the verse.
Hold on. You just said something. Be patient, dude. Just a little patience. You said the throne is a metaphor. In 69:17 of the Quran, it says 8 will carry the throne. 8 will be carrying the throne. 8 angels. What are they carrying if it's a metaphor? 69 verse 17 of the Quran. 69
so are you
verse
redirecting me to another verse now?
Because you just said, let me repeat, man, listen to yourself. You said
I heard what you just said, so okay. I'm asking you, are you redirecting me?
Yeah, because I want to know, how is it a metaphor? What are the 8 angels carrying? A metaphor? 69:17. Read it. So he's carrying a metaphor. The 8 angels are carrying a metaphor. They're not actually carrying a throne.
We're going to read the tafsir on that one too.
Okay, it's up to you, dude. If you want to go tafsir, it's up to you. But just read for me 69:17. So the Quran itself is not plain. You got to go to tafsir. Okay, 69:17. But read it for me. Just read what it says. How many carry the metaphorical throne? The throne that's not real. It's a metaphor. How many are carrying it? That metaphor. Let me know when you get there. Read it. Unless you want me to read it. What?
Hold on, I'm looking at it.
What the heck was that in the background, dude? Anyway, but go ahead.
This is
all right. Yeah, if you want me to read it, I'll read it for you. You can find tafsir because it's taking you a long time to find it.
You can. Read what you got.
Okay.
Whatever translation.
Well, I have a lot of them. I'll read Hilali Khan. And the angels will be on its sides, and 8 angels will that they bear the throne of your Lord above them. So they're going to carry the throne above them.
8 angels. 8 of them.
Yeah. Do you want me to add? I'm just going with the verse. I can't add to the verse.
يحمل العرش ربك في Yeah.
Okay,
So are we going to the tafsir?
You wanted to. I'm asking if the arsh is not an actual throne, what are they carrying?
It's not clear. I mean, it's as I said, the arsh is metaphorical, so we need to.
So they're carrying a metaphorical throne. Okay.
We need further clarification at the end of the day. You know, I mean, we need tafsir.
All right. Okay.
Right?
Now here's my question for you. Then. Okay. Since you don't throne, you do believe Allah is above His creation, then above the seven heavens, above
Allah's
creation?
above His creation, but He's not sitting in a chair.
Okay. Forget sitting on the chair.
Okay.
All right. He's not. Let's go with that. He's not sitting on the chair, but you do believe He's above His creation. Okay. Can you read for me Surah Ali Imran, chapter 3, verse 55? Chapter 3, verse 55 about Isa. If you can read that for me.
I mean, yeah, go ahead and read it in English, and
Okay.
I'm looking at it too.
All right, here. It says, I can read anyway. I'll read Yusuf Ali. Behold, God said, O Jesus, I will take thee and raise thee to myself. I will raise thee to myself. That's the part I wanted to focus on. And raise thee
when Allah said, oh Jesus, indeed, I will take you and raise you to myself and purify you.
Okay, myself, right? So Allah's going to take Jesus to who? Allah's taking Jesus to who?
He picked him up.
Yeah, but it says to myself. Who's myself?
Allah took him to heaven.
Did it say heaven or to myself? I'm reading the verse in front of my eyes. Allah, I will take you to myself. This is also in Surah Al-Nisa. So go to Surah Al-Nisa, chapter 4 of the Quran, verse 158.
To myself.
All right, so now what about 4:158? Surah An-Nisa, chapter 4, verse 158. Does it say the same thing? You want me to read in English? Chapter 4, verse 158, Surah An-Nisa. Same thing about Isa. They neither killed nor crucified him. But then it says, when you get there, chapter 4, verse 158, nay, but Allah took him unto himself. Allah is ever mighty wise. So Allah took him to himself. To himself.
You said verse 2, 158?
No, chapter 4, verse 158. Surah An-Nisa, chapter 4, verse 158. So I just read it. Nay, Allah took him to himself. Allah took Jesus to himself. And that's what 355 said.
Yeah.
I will take thee to myself, right?
Rather, Allah raised him to himself.
You got it, right?
Allah.
Okay. So,
Aziz and Hakim.
okay, now your Quran just said, and I want you to hear it carefully. Your Quran just said in two places, Allah took Jesus to himself. I will take you to myself, took him to himself. But you just said Allah is above the creation. So now you just have to admit Jesus is with Allah above the creation because he's with Allah. Why is Jesus above the creation?
Because Allah took him up there.
So a creature is above creation. A creature is above creation? A creature is above creation?
Allahu A'lam. Allah is the creator. Jesus was sent.
No, that's not what I'm asking. If he's a creature, how can a creature be above creation? To say he's above creation means he's separate from creation. That doesn't work.
He's in heaven.
Didn't say heaven unless Allah's in heaven.
Allah does as he wills.
All right, so Allah willed to take a creature above creation to be with him, making him his partner. But if you're a creature, you can't be above creation. To be a creature means you're part of creation. If you're above creation, that means you're separate from creation. So either Jesus is separate from creation or he's part of creation. If he's part of creation, he can't be above creation with Allah. Make up your mind.
I'm telling you, Jesus is in heaven with Allah.
But the Quran didn't say he's in heaven. All right, can you go now to chapter 4?
Hey, my friend, do you go, are you a literalist now? I mean, you don't understand,
No, I went by what you said. I said, where's Allah? You said above creation. Then Allah could have said, oh, Isa, I'll take you to heaven. Couldn't Allah have said that? But he didn't say, he goes, oh, Isa, I will take you to myself. I just went with what you said.
Allah is above the heavens and the earth,
And
therefore,
Jesus is
Allah
there.
picked up Isa, because when they tried to crucify him, somebody else was put in his place, because Allah was not going to allow him to happen to him.
Okay, so
Okay, because
you
Allah
just said,
wouldn't want that for Isa alayhi salam.
good, but you just
So Allah
said,
wouldn't want that.
you just said Allah's above the heavens and the earth. So now Jesus is above the heavens and the earth. Excellent. I like that. Good.
No, I mean, we don't have a clear explanation. We just know that he's picked up. We
Wow.
don't have.
So your Quran is a book of
talking about
confusion.
specifics here, like you're talking about, oh, what is the location? Give me his latitude and longitude while you're at it. It's like you're. This is still faith at the end of the day.
So you're basically telling the non-Muslims who are hearing, your Quran is a book of confusion because no one knows what it means. So instead of guiding me, it's confusing me. And this is what Allah wants me to follow, something that confuses me?
This is semantics. I mean, you're getting too deep.
I'm getting too deep because I'm taking the words for what they say? I'm just reading the words and I'm taking it too deep.
Okay, so if I did that with the Bible, you're going to come with your whole spiel about, no, this is what it means. But that's going to be what you're saying, and it might not be affirmed by any so-called scholar of the past, if you have any, and there probably is not a consensus within the Christian community about it. So we have what our scholars say, and you're talking about, I mean, you're really getting into semantics to a whole nother level, to where it's like, okay, how can we know? At the end of the day, it's Allahu A'lam.
Okay, all right.